beginning of the mission. I think I was able to talk to them, but I didn't. And there's Wedge! Later. You take care of the rest! But that was definitely them. Good. So far everything's going as planned. Really? This was the plan? Better not let your guard down till we get to the Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse got everything ready for us, so move it! And we all run into tank. Well, the reactor's just down this tunnel. And then when Fred takes over. For the record, I cannot change the on-screen character as far as I remember. Like, even if I move tank up front. No, it still stays the same. That's fine. We can have Fred in the lead pretty much all the time. So, what we want to do is just keep on going. I mean, this is what we were told to do. Oh, actually... No, we want to move on. I was thinking about if this was this part that I was thinking of. I don't think it is. Let's just go for basic attacks for now. We are up against Brash Trikes. These guys are not fun. We have to do this silk move, which is trying to slow us down. They don't want to do damage, and there we get to see Sheska do some damage with a punch and a kick. Unfortunately, they're not really letting me see the thing that I wanted to talk about because of this kind of steady camera angle. But that's fine. We'll talk about it later when it finally shows up. But just do, you know, basic attacks for the most part. They should, for the most part, die. Of course, Fred is going to be doing more damage than Sheska is at this point. I don't think Tank actually does as much damage as Fred either. Nah, he does right around the same. And there we go. Okay, Sheska, she should be falling over from those things. You caught a glimpse of them. But holy crap, Sheska. What the hell is that? We get some spider webs out of that. And now we have a couple new items I want to show off. The potion heals you by 100. The high potion that we got heals you by 500. Very nice. In case you are wondering, the ethers, don't use them. Just don't sell them. They're worth more in terms of gil than they are in battle. Especially this early on. If you're short on money, yeah, definitely. And Spiderweb, which will slow all your opponents. Now, you can go back here, but I do not believe that there is anything back there. You can go back, I think, 5 screens, but there's nothing there. Those light beams are the Sinner's security sensors. We can't go any further. Now I'm paranoid, though, so hold on for 1 second. I'm going to go back 5 screens, and I'm going to make sure there is nothing there. I'll be right back. I did go and check. There really is nothing there, except that it is a good level grinding spot because there are respawning, well, Shinra guards. They're guards we haven't seen before, but we will see again, so no real reason for me to go down there. They're just like, there are guards here. Do you want to fight them? Yeah. And then you kill them, and they're like, do you want to stay or you want to run away? There's really no other point of going down there. That's one damn tiny hole. You telling me to squeeze into that to get under the plate? No way. Yo, Fred, what are we going to do? We're going to go down. But damn, man, that thing gives me the chills. We're going down anyway. I don't care what Tank has to say about this, because this is the right way to go. And don't miss the ether there. I don't know how you could, but don't miss it. Shiny green bag in the middle of nowhere. Now, once again, this is a part where I go, wow, the background art is very nicely done, but it is hard to see where I can go. This one isn't that well done, but it is hard to see where to go. Both of these will take you to the same spot, really. But we want to head over here so we can talk to Wedge. Fred, this way. The reactor is up this ladder. Alright, so then we'll climb this ladder. The other ladder leads to the same spot, really, and it's a little bit more complicated, so we're going to head up this way. Just right up here, and in here, yeah, there through a ventilation shaft is the other ladder. Don't miss the potion there, it's kind of hard to see. And now we can talk to Jessie. I'm sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I made your ID card special. So that's why it happened. I put my heart into making it, but I failed. If there was any doubt that Jessie has a crush on Fred, that's eliminated now. She totally does. It's not just me. She totally does. But we are up against new enemies here. We have seahorses of some kind. What are you called? Choose tanks. Damn, he did a lot of damage. Holy crap. Let's use a bolt on these guys. Let's see if I can finish them off with a bolt. Down they go. You'll notice that it automatically selected everybody. Damn, Sheska. Oh god, you've got to have back problems, Sheska. It's just not possible. Okay, down here we go. We're just going to move on. And I'm going to feel less perverted as we move on. But over here we can find Biggs. How you doing, Biggs? We're going to pull out now. We'll meet up at the hideout. Fred, we're counting on you to blow the reactor. So this is as far as everybody else comes. Over here we can get a tent, which I'm pretty much just going to immediately use right here. For now, though, I did decide against the tent after looking. I'm like, oh, we're not too bad at all. I thought that last ball was going to put me at a point where I needed to, but not just yet. So we're going to crawl our way to victory. You notice that this looks very familiar. This is reactor number 5. It looks very similar to reactor number 1. How we get down is we go down the slide. Woo! I hope it is not too hot. And then we hop off at the end somehow. That was a good jump, Fred. I don't know how you pulled it off. But we could have new enemies here. We do. These are actually the special combatants, as they're called. And these are the guys that you could have fought at that grinding spot that I told you about before. We do have a moving camera here, which is nice. I do like that. Very close to another limit. Well, the limit gauge being full. We'll refer to those. I'll probably call it as a limit break when it fills up, no matter what. I, at this point, will probably be using these in every battle that I get. Just, yeah, let's go for Braver. That's probably going to finish off that guy. Knows that he does get his turn before everybody else because he has the limit break going. At some point, though, I will start conserving limit breaks for the purpose of boss fights. But for now, I don't feel like it's that important for me to do it that way. But later on, we will get to the point... God, she sticks them out too. We will be getting to the point that I will want to save them for boss fights because the boss fights are going to be that difficult. But that's, you know, actually a small section of the game when things are difficult. There's definitely an early peak in difficulty for this game, as long as you understand the battle system. Then it starts getting progressively easier as the game goes on, surprisingly. I find it that way. I'm sure some people disagree with me, and there's certain bosses that everybody thinks are difficult. I'm sure. But that's the way that I've always seen it. Like I said, it's pretty much the same thing that we've been doing this whole time. Well, not this whole time. It's the same thing as reactor number 1, I should say. More new enemies, including some kind of blood taste, apparently. And it looks like Tank has gotten poisoned. That's wonderful. And a critical, still not enough to finish that guy off. Poison, as you can see, it does damage throughout the battle afterwards. I do believe this carries over, so I will heal it outside of battle. It's not that much damage, really, when it comes down to it. You saw that it did 11, and damn it, that guy got 2 attacks in. That dick. Smoggers are down, blood tastes are the only thing left to go. You notice it doesn't say back row anymore for him because he is not in the back row. He does, because we killed the front row, if if that makes sense. Because I feel like it doesn't. But once that front row is gone, he's no longer considered back row. It's the easiest way to put it. And doesn't it stick? Status? No? Sweet. Okay, so poison doesn't stick between battles. Good to know. I thought it did. I must be losing my mind. I love this game. How can I make a simple mistake like that? Alright, another save point. I don't need to use it this time, surprisingly. Let's move on. I don't even need to put the tint down or anything. Uh-oh. Fred? The hell's going on? The hell is this? Papa. Sephiroth? Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldier. Mako Reactors. Shinra. Everything. I hate them all. And she grabs the sword and runs off. What the hell was that? Is that a flashback? It's hard to tell if she looked younger in that little scene there. Damn, man, get a hold of yourself. I'm gonna assume it's a flashback, though. You alright? Sheska. Hmm? No. Forget. Come on, let's hurry. And now, if I remember right, you can't get into a battle, so I'm gonna talk to people. I know, you're my watch, right? Damn straight. Sheska's old friend. That ain't good enough. They have to make sure that we do it right. Oh, I can't talk to Sheska. I wanted to, but they would not let me. Back inside me. They are not coming this time, nor is there a timer for our escape either. So actually this time I will be using the save point. Even though tents are hard to come by this early in the game, I did use it there. And now I get into a fight against repeat enemies. Let's move on. This time we can take our time, but there's not really anything to take our time to do. Let's just get out of here. Until at least the elevator. We have seen pretty much everything here, and there's really nothing for us to get, unfortunately. They don't even have the potion lying around here. We don't have anybody to rescue. Jessie hasn't messed up again. Like, has she done anything right to this point? I'm trying to think, like, she said that the bomb was too big, the ID cards were messy, she got caught and almost died if we didn't rescue her twice, even though we didn't have to rescue her the first time she would have made it anyway, but still, like, what has she done that's worthwhile at this point, now that I'm thinking about it? I love Jessie, but seriously. Okay, we have Smoggers and a proto-machine gun. These guys are all machines, so we're going to go for a bolt on everybody and hope that does finish them off. As you can see, though, not that much in terms of the limit gauge has been filled up to this point. I'm really kind of hoping that does fill up eventually, especially for Sheska. We haven't seen her, God, before. I will get over that eventually, I will. We did get a deadly waste out of that. I honestly don't know what that is. I think it causes poison. Oh, it uses Bio 2 on all opponents. Holy crap, that is very nice to have this early on. Bio 2, we don't even have access to Bio 1. You know what I mean? That is a high level spell. They did just, well, to be honest, they got a little lazy with the magic naming in this game and just go for 2 and 3 instead of, you know, like Fire, Fyra, Fyraga. They went with Fire, Fire 2, Fire 3. But that's what I'm used to, so it makes more sense to me that way. But out here we can get an ether. Very nice. Now this right here you cannot get through, unfortunately. What you need to do is you need to head over here. And this part bugged the crap out of me as a kid because I was lagging so badly. Jessie said we all have to push the buttons at once.